How difficult is the case with the Kenyan government being the ones accused of blocking the trial and the Kenyan president being the defendant?
Well, you've gone straight to the point. The interests of the victims have been denied in my submissions to the court at every turn. They have been denied justice in Kenya. For years, there's been discussion in Kenya about justice for the post-election violence victims. There have been a handful of prosecutions at the very lowest level. There have been no prosecutions at the mid-level, no prosecutions at the high level within Kenya. Compensation to victims has been very, very inadequate. And in this particular case, remember that there were 3 accused to begin with. The case against the first 2 accused has already collapsed. So this is merely another step in what has been really an incremental denial of justice for the victims of this case.
But at the moment, there's a real lack of evidence in this case, isn't there? And that might mean it might never be brought to trial. That's a real possibility, isn't it?
Yeah, ordinarily, in an ordinary criminal case, if there's insufficient evidence against an accused, the normal thing to do is for the charges to be dropped. In this case, the accused controls the government of Kenya. The government of Kenya controls access to some of the most critical evidence in this case. It has, in my submission, unlawfully withheld access to key telephone, by which I mean cell site and cell phone data, as well as key financial data from the period of the post-election violence. And the disclosure of that data is absolutely vital to determine whether, as Mr. Kenyatta says he is absolutely innocent of any involvement in crimes committed during the post-election violence.
What happens now?
The defence have asked for the case to be terminated and for a verdict of acquittal to be entered against the accused. The prosecution has asked for the case to be adjourned until the government of Kenya complies with an outstanding request, the one that was spoken about today, dealing with financial and telephone data. Now, one other possibility which has been raised by both the prosecution and by myself is referral of Kenya to the Assembly of States Parties of the International Criminal Court for violation of its obligations under the Rome Statute.